Hello, my name is Fumilola Olaolorun, and I teach at the College of Medicine, University of Ibadan, in Ibadan, Nigeria. I am an alumna of Population Reference Bureau's Policy Communications Fellowship, and I'd like to share with you some of what I have learned. Women's reproductive needs and preferences with regard to family planning change over their reproductive lifespan. The Population Reference Bureau has developed this excellent tool called Choices and Challenges in order for researchers, policymakers, and program decision makers to better understand the dynamics of contraceptive use and have access to actionable data. I'd like to give you a quick tour of this tool and share how it may be helpful to you and your team. To access the tool, please type the web address you see here in your browser. The tool allows some flexibility depending on your interest. You can follow the trajectory of different groups of women, all women, family planning users, family planning non-users, of different age groups, below 25, 25 to 34, 35 plus, or all of them together, and across any of 15 different countries. Let me walk you through a quick example. Let's say, for instance, we're interested in all women who are 35 plus and who reside in Nigeria. You can see the Sankey diagram building up. And if you're not familiar with Sankey diagrams, please click on this help and it will tell you a little more about Sankey diagrams. I'll just read the first paragraph so that you have some background. Sankey diagrams are a type of flow diagram that shows the direction and relative size of flows from one category or node to another. The Sankey diagram visualizes trends in contraceptive discontinuation and switching over a 2-year period. Each node represents a category of family planning users or non-users. In the diagram, nodes at the top are more effective family planning categories, while those at the bottom are less effective or non-users. As you can see, for Nigeria, the large majority of women who are 35 plus over this 2-year period are non-users. Those who are using LARCs are here, and if you place your cursor under the year, you can see the number of women in each category. So there are 347 women who reported using LARCs in this 2016 data set. Now, between the 2016 data set and the 2017 data set, some of these women had become pregnant, if you follow the curves, and some had become non-users. Now, if you look at LARCs in 2017, between 2017 and 2018, you can see that some of the women who were using LARCs in the 2017 data set had started using short-acting methods, or SAM for short, by 2018. Some had become pregnant and some had become non-users. And you can put your cursor on any of these blocks to see the movement of women and see how the contraceptive use dynamics changes over time. Below this, you have a list of acronyms so that you can be sure you understand what each of the acronyms stand for. You can also explore reasons why women of different age groups discontinue family planning during the first or second year of use in any of these 15 countries. So continuing on the previous example, let's look at women who are 35 plus in their first year of use in Nigeria. So you can see the reasons they report for discontinuing family planning during this first year. And there's a little different from the second year. So you can play around with this tool for the countries you're interested in, for the age groups you're interested in, and learn more. The next section of the tool shows wantedness of pregnancies within 12 months of discontinuation while still in need. And you can take your time to look at these 15 countries and see the proportion of women who reported they wanted the pregnancy then, they wanted the pregnancy later, or they wanted no more. And as a reminder, this is wantedness of pregnancies within 12 months of discontinuation while the women were still in need of a family planning method. Now, the next section provides recommendations, and I'd like to read the text above this for context. Policy and program decision makers' efforts to address barriers to contraceptive continuation should be tailored to the unique national and subnational drivers of discontinuation. Several countries consider these barriers in their costed implementation plans, which outline how they will achieve their family planning goals and commitments. To accelerate progress, decision makers can incorporate the following evidence-based approaches to support women who wish to delay or avoid pregnancy in family planning policies and programs. So all of these recommendations are evidence-based, and you can click on any of them. The first one here is improve the quality of contraceptive counseling, especially for women initiating method use to consistently address side effects. And there's a summary of what the existing body of literature tells us, as well as the evidence of the impact. You can click on the sources so that you can read the papers yourself. This provides very important information for researchers, but also for program decision makers and policy makers who want to dig deeper and understand the body of evidence. You can do this for each of, you can hide the resources here, and then you can click on each of these recommendations to learn more about the body of literature that supports them, as well as the sources that are available. The hyperlinks will take you to the papers. So please take time to look at each of the recommendations as appropriate for whatever you're interested in, and look at the resources that you can quote in the body of evidence. The last segment here shows additional resources that you may be interested in looking at. And these are all clickable. For instance, if I click on Expanding Contraceptive Method Choice for Successful Family Planning Programs, it takes me to the web page that provides additional information on this. Hopefully your internet is much faster than mine, but I'll come back to this. So you can look at each of these resources and get more information on what may interest you. Now at the very bottom, we have additional information on methods for the tool, as well as those to acknowledge and references if you'd like to reference the tool itself. There's more information on photo credit as well as design and production. So to go to the additional resource that I clicked on a moment ago, this is it. Expanding Contraceptive Method Choice for Successful Family Planning Programs. So this is really a treasure chest of resources and a tool that I'm sure you will find useful in your work. So please take time to explore further. Click on everything that's clickable. And I hope that you find this very useful, and I hope this mini introduction will encourage you to explore this tool and to use it in the work that you do. Thank you very much for your time.